you look to build a business, one of the things that's most important is that your time is not bogged down in working in the business, performing the functions within the business. Well, the things that you're going to look at are usually very specific to you and what's important to you in a business. Why are you buying this business? What do you want this business to do for you? What field do you want it to be in? And the field that you choose, for example, should have some bearing on your passions. What do you love doing? You should pick a business that you tend to like and want to own and would enjoy owning. Does it suit your core competencies? In other words, are at your core, do you have the capacity to run this business after you acquire it? So your business is very different, for example, than real estate. Real estate is a relatively easy management. In fact, you can hire a management company to manage your real estate. You don't need to be a world wonder expert to manage real estate because there's so much help available to you, and it's not all that difficult. It's a very identified process that it takes to do that. But in business, that's not the case. You've got to run a business. You've got to be the person who knows the industry, understands the competition, can put together the sales campaign and make sure that it's directly targeted to your target customer. You have to understand your suppliers and know where to buy at the lowest possible cost. Every day, you're running that business, keeping it fine-tuned, trying to stay ahead of the competition. It's a whole different world than any other earning asset that you would buy. So dispense with the notion that unless you buy a very big business or a very good sized business, you're going to have to manage it because you're not going to have the income from the business to pay an outside manager and then still have money left over for you. Now, that's one of the reasons, by the way, that we focus on buying companies that are at their purchase value is at least 10 million or more. Because if they're anything under that, that business cannot afford a good management team. And it means you're going to be every day running that business. And when you look to build a business, one of the things that's most important is that your time is not bogged down in working in the business, performing the functions within the business. For you to grow that business and really prosper, you need to allocate your time to working on the business, working with all of the elements of the business and helping to organize them to grow and make more money and accomplish more of a scope of business. Okay, if you're not doing that, then you're going to stay the same size as you bought the business for a very long time. You're not going to grow the company. So these are the things that are very, very different when you acquire a business than any other assets. And you need to be prepared to do that. Again, I want to just point out one more time, like we have this program called PIBA Gold, and it's a done for you program. And we actually literally partner with our members or with our students. We undertake all the functions for them on their behalf to acquire the company, including buying a company that is big enough that it has a management team so that even though we did everything to purchase the business, we've also bought them a business that's self-managing. It's got a management team in place. So now they own an earning asset that's cash flowing and making a profit instead of having to work in a business, slaving away, trying to get to grow 5, 10, 15% per year and never really growing at any meaningful rate.